welcome to the final class in this 3-part core series of classes. Today is going to be a little bit more kind of side bendy and working through the side body. You will need a block if you don't have one, a small cushion or a rolled up blanket or a book or a Pilates ball, like one of the little ones, would work really well. Yes, so you are going to just put it to the side of me right now, but just come down to lying on your backs. And just like we have with all of these classes, we're going to start with a little bit of breath work as a way to kind of come into awareness of your core. Bring both hands onto your belly, just inside your hip bones. Roll your shoulders back and down. Take an inhale. And take an exhale. Notice what your body's doing as you breathe. Take an inhale. And take an exhale. And if you're not breathing into your hands, can you maybe begin to send your breath into your belly? Inhale. Exhale. Begin to find some awareness and engagement with the breath. On the inhale, the diaphragm fills, pelvic floor drops, belly fills. On your exhale, pelvic floor, lower belly, ribs almost pull up and in. Inhale. Exhale. Breathe into the hands, inhale. And exhale. And on the exhale, raise your legs to 90 degrees and just take hold of the backs of your thighs with your hands. For your lower belly, press down into the ground, that lower back, press into the ground. Keep your shoulders back and down, chest stays slightly up to create a tiny gap in between the middle of your back and the floor. And then begin to pull your legs towards you, but resist by pressing your legs back into your hands for 5. And feel that kind of extra core engagement. 4, 3, 2, 1. Release, take an inhale. Exhale, similar but different. Press your hands into your thighs and then resist by pressing your thighs back into your hands for 5. 4, working really hard. 3, 2, 1. Good. Release, bring your feet down onto the ground. Reach your fingertips towards your heels. Take a breath in. As you exhale, press into the soles of your feet. Just lift up your hips like you're finding a little counter stretch, but also some engagement in your glutes. Take an inhale. Make sure they're rolling. Take an exhale, roll all the way back down. Draw your right knee into your chest. Lengthen your left leg out nice and long. Take a breath in. As you exhale, take a twist. Left leg comes over towards the right. Maybe right arm comes out to the side. Think about grounding your shoulders, especially the right and the left. The right and the left, especially the right. And then come back to center. Keep that right knee where it is. Tuck your chin towards your chest. Pick up the left foot. Keep pressing your lower back down into the ground. The higher that your left foot is, the easier this will feel. The further that you drop the leg away, the more you'll want to use your back. So we really want to keep that lower back pressing down. Similar to what we have been doing, hands press onto the right thigh. We'll hold for 5. Resist by pressing the thigh back into the hands. 3, 2, 1. Left leg comes in. Right leg drops down onto the ground, lengthens out long, and find a twist. Left leg to the right. Again, really focusing on, rather than like rolling over to the right hand side, keeping the chest spinning towards the sky, grounding your left shoulder, big breath in. Nice heaviness on the exhale. Sink into your twist. And then come all the way back to center. Squeeze your left leg in, pick up your right foot, really grounding that lower back, remembering the higher that your right leg is, the easier this should feel. Curl your forehead up towards your knees, keep the lower back really, really grounded. Really strong toe point into your right toes and then press your hands into your thigh. Resist, press your thigh back into your hands. 5, 4, 3, 2, and release on 1. Bring both of your knees in. Take an inhale. And then take an exhale. Okay, grab hold of your block, your pillow, whatever it is that you've got, and bring your block onto your right knee. So the block is just kind of resting on the right thigh. And then bring both of your forearms, interlacing your fingers onto that block, really pressing. So you're having to use your strength of your arms, your upper body, to press into the thigh. Pull your forehead up towards your right thigh again. So we're lifting the shoulders off and lengthen your left leg out. We're keeping this, but we're going to begin to move the left leg. Take an inhale. Exhale, drop the left leg down. Inhale. Exhale, drop the left leg down. We'll go for 4, 3. Keep pressing. 2, and press back. 1 more. 1. Come all the way back up. Bend your left knee. Release your hands and swap over. So block now rests on the left thigh. Elbows rest, or forearms rest onto the block. Interlace your fingers. Pull your forehead up so that you're kind of lifting the shoulders off of the floor. Keep the lower back pressing down. Lift your right leg up. Take an inhale. Exhale to drop. Inhale, come back up. Exhale to drop. Keep the lower back pressing down. 4, 3, 2. Last one. 1. Come all the way back up. And then release. Just plant your feet down on the ground. Let your block rest on your belly. And shake your head from side to side. Maybe nod the head, yes. Similar but different, we're going to add a little bit of a twist. So bring your block onto your right thigh again. Pick up your left foot. This time, your left forearm is going to be the thing that keeps it on the right thigh, and your right hand is going to come behind your head. We're going to lengthen the left leg out. Exhale, release. Inhale, come back up. Exhale, release. Inhale, come back up. Keep the right shoulder off. Release. Come back up. 1 more. Release. And come back up. Bend the left knee. Cross. So right forearm presses the block into the left thigh. Your right leg lengthens up. Curl your forehead and your shoulders up off of the ground. Left hand comes behind your head. Really twist into the body. Right leg drops. Comes back up. Right leg drops. Comes back up. Good. 3 more. Drop. Back up. Keep that left shoulder off. Drop. Back up. 1 more. Drop. Back up. And release. Pop your blocks to the side. Give your legs a good squeeze. Maybe a rock from side to side. And then rock and roll forwards and backwards and come all the way up to seated. From here, let's come all the way over to hands and knees. So on hands and knees, we'll just start with a little bit of a wrist warm up. Couple of rocks, forwards and backwards, maybe a couple of circles, round and round. And if you know you have weak wrists and you want to spend a little bit more time warming up your wrists, you can go to the handstand video, and there's loads of tips in there, and just a little bit more of a lengthier wrist warm up. Okay, let's come into a downward facing dog. Again, find a little bit of a pedal, a little bit of movement here. Walk out the legs, bend a knee, straighten a leg, those sorts of lovely things. Nice wiggles. And coming to stillness, soften your knees, press some weight back into your feet. Take a breath in, lift as high as you can on your tiptoes. Take a breath out, bend your knees. And then begin to round and curl like you're doing an ab curl, rounding from the lower back, the mid back, press into the hands, and then when you get to plank, unravel, send your heels back, your chest forward, take an inhale. Exhale, soften the knees and glide back. We're doing 2 more. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, unravel, press and round, and really press into the hands. Really draw front body to back body. And then glide back. Down dog, last one. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, unravel. So really round. Use the core to help you come all the way forward to plank. When you get there, 1 step back. And then exhale, downward facing dog. When you get to your down dog, let's settle for 3 breaths. Inhale. You can always take a child's pose if you need to get off the hands. Exhale. Inhale. Heavy through the hands and feet. Exhale. Last one, breath in. Breath out. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, come forward to plank pose. And this time, drop your heels to the left, toes to the right, and come all the way into a side plank. If this feels a bit much, you're going to drop your left knee down so you've got a little bit of extra support. Otherwise, 1 foot in front of the other or 1 foot on top of the other. Take a breath in. Exhale, right hand reaches underneath to hold on to the left ribs. Pull them up, and inhale, right arm back to the sky. Exhale, right hand reaches underneath, lifts the left ribs. Inhale, right arm to the sky. Last one, hold on to the ribs. Lift them up, right arm to the sky. 1 breath in. And then exhale. If your right foot's on top, step it in front. Drop your left knee down if it's not there already. Drop your right knee down and then cartwheel your arms until your right hand lands at the back of your mat. Lengthen your left leg out. So we're now in a gate pose. Right knee stays down, left foot stays down. Press through the outer edge of your left foot and press your hips forward. Take a breath in. On your exhale, reaching through your left hand, pick up the right hand up off the ground and then come back down. We're going to pulse here for 10, 9, 8, 7. Really crunch into that left side waist. 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Right hand down, left arm overhead. Stretch it out. Take a big breath in. And then as you exhale, cartwheel your hands all the way to frame the front foot. Bend the left knee. Come back into a tabletop. Tuck your toes, downward facing dog. Inhale, lift the tiptoes. Exhale, bend your knees. Inhale, press and round. Come forward to plank pose. Really find that unraveling, that core strength that helps you get there. Take a breath in. Exhale, glide back, down dog. Inhale, tiptoes. Exhale, come forward to plank pose. Side plank on the right hand this time. So toes to the left. Left arm to the sky, take an inhale. Remember your options. You could drop your right knee. You could stack one foot on top of the other, or you could bring one foot in front of the other. Exhale, left hand heart finds right ribs and lifts them up. Inhale, left arm to the sky. Exhale, ribs. Pick them up. Left arm to the sky. Last one, hold on to the ribs. Pick them up. Left arm all the way up to the sky. Stay for one more breath in. Press that right hand down and forward. And then exhale, if it's not already, drop your right knee down. Drop your left knee alongside it. Cartwheel your arms so your left hand finds the back of your mat. And extend your right leg out behind. Right arm reaches to the sky, hips press forward, and then reaching through the right arms as you exhale, pick up the left hand and bring it back down. 10, 9, crunching through that right side. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale, right arm overhead, stretch that right side. And then exhale, cartwheel your hands, draw your right knee in, and step back. Downward facing dog, take an inhale. Take a really big exhale. Inhale, lift the tiptoes, bend knees, look forward. Walk, step, or hop to the top of your mat. When you get there, come to seated. Extend your right leg out wide, but draw your left leg in close. Keep your right knee pointing to the sky. Try not to let it fall in. So either point or flex your toes. It will be helpful. Take a breath in, grow tall. And on your exhale, begin to fold down. And maybe that's just here. Maybe that's forearms. Maybe that's all the way down. Keep externally rotating. So trying to point the right toes to the sky as you fold down in between. A couple more breaths. Relax your face, your jaw, maybe take a wiggle. Okay, from here, lift yourself up a little bit so you're on tented fingers, so you're a little bit higher. And then one at a time, so just kind of gauging your strength, lengthen one arm back, then the other arm back. We want to stay in as much as we can without collapsing in. So we're keeping the length in the spine, keeping the right knee pointing to the sky, almost sending the knees away from each other, arms back. Imagine someone's pressing on your back and you're trying to resist them. As you press into the floor with the legs, hold for 5, 4, 3, 2, and then on 1, release. Right hand walks to the inside of your right leg. Left arm circles all the way up and over by your ear. Take a side stretch. Press your left knee down, lean away from the top of your mat. Big breath in. Soften your shoulders, full breath out. Circle your left arm up and over, come back to seated. And we'll swap over. So left leg extends and right leg comes in. To begin with, take an inhale, make sure the knee points to the sky, and then exhale to fold. Not folding forehead to the ground, instead almost folding chest towards the front of the room. If you're compromising this by collapsing in the hips, can you instead maybe move back a little bit and make sure that the knee points to the sky?
Last breath in, really slow. And full exhale. You inhale, lift attentive fingers. And again, just gauge your strength. You could do one arm, you could do both. Arms or one arm reaches back. And as you press into the ground with the legs, imagine that someone's kind of pressing on your back and you're trying to resist. So you're pressing out. We'll hold for 5. Keep lengthening the spine. 4. Left knee still points to the sky. 3. Work really hard. 2. And 1. Release. Left hand on the inside of that left leg and right arm up and over by your ear. Lean back away from the top of the mat. Ground the right knee. Inhale. Full exhale. One more breath in. And breath out. Come all the way back up. Bend both knees. Come all the way down to lying on your backs. And when you get there, let's do one more bridge. Press into your feet. Ground your lower back. Take an inhale. And exhale. Pick up the hips. Open up the front of your body. Take an inhale. And then exhale to come all the way back down. Lengthen your legs out straight in front of you. Spin your palms so they face up. Close your eyes. Taking a few moments at the end of the class to reflect, to slow down, to breathe.